Hello YouTube, my name is McFlippers and welcome to U.T.F series episode 21 here in the lovely land of Druxe. I am so super duper excited to be back here and to get into the video, so without further ado, let's go! So first things first, I was gone for the entire month of October, which I really did not want to do. I had intended to do a ton of fun Halloween stuff all through October because I really like Halloween and October, and just all the spooky fun stuff I could have done in this world and in all my other videos would have been truly superb. But I didn't, and I don't know why. I just simply couldn't get myself to do it. I just didn't make the video, which is very unfortunate, and I'm very sorry for. But I will still have a cinematic video coming out with the Halloween special that I started for it, and hopefully that will encompass and make up for any of the Halloween stuff that I missed out on doing here in Druxe. So I apologize for that once again, but unfortunately that's just going to have to be left in the past. And now, here in the present, and hopefully for the future, I will be here consistently to continue making videos and specials for fun little holidays like Halloween. As for this video, right now, we gotta finish Druxe, because if I want to make it back in time for another certain special of ours, Thanksgiving, I am going to definitely need to finish Druxe. So in this episode, I am going to be working towards that goal of finishing the lovely land of Druxe, and hopefully, in the next episode or two, maybe 3 if we are slow, we will be moving on to the next lovely city somewhere in this world. Now that's a great hope, of course. Maybe we don't finish Druxe. I mean, I did, in the last episode, just add a giant tunnel system down there that I wanted to complete. So, I mean, the labyrinth may take a while. Hopefully it won't take as long as I think it will. Another thing that we need to do is this chest mess that I have here. I collected every single chest across the entire world and put it all here. Every chest, every shulker, everything is here, except for the stuff that's down there in the AFK Fissure. But that stuff doesn't matter because it can all stay down there. I'm never going to touch it again. Hopefully. This stuff here is everything that I own in this world. It's all kinds of netherrack. Well, that's all netherrack. It's all that random junk, all that random junk, all that random junk. You know, lots of dirt and stone. Lots of stone in particular. I do a lot of mining, I guess. And so I have a lot of stuff. So we need to build some kind of storage area, storage system. I like to call it emporiums for that. The Ender Emporium of Druxe. But we shall see. It needs some kind of proper storage place. Even if it isn't automatic or redstone-y, it needs to be a proper storage area. So a warehouse will do. On top of that, I think there's a couple other things that we need to complete, and one of which is probably going to be that doghouse that I said I need to fix. My dogs are all very cramped and sad in there, and I don't like it, and I want all my dogs to be happy. So I'm going to put all my doggos down somewhere in a doggo emporium of Druxe, which, oh dear, the dogs make me lag so bad. I think that might actually be all, other than maybe the boats over here. I wanted to build some boats, and that would basically encompass all of Druxe. That's every house, interior and all finished, and given a purpose and such. The fences are done, the chests will be done, the labyrinth will be done, everything will really be done. All that remains would be the boats, and hopefully I can finish all of that in this one episode. So I'm going to stop babbling, gather some resources, and get right to work because I'm wasting time talking about it. I should be working. So the first thing I'd like to do is my storage system, and I think I have a really, really cool idea for that, and I think it's actually going to be awesome. I'm excited about this one. So say I have some kind of building or a structure or such coming across the edge of this cliffside here, right? And let me just fix that. There we go. If I can actually get my chest out. And if this structure... Nope, I missed. Or to be somewhat here on this hill, maybe overlapping it a little bit more. But I can always fix that in just a second. I think it might actually want to overlap just a little more so that I can have like some kind of stone structure down here. I want to have a gateway right in this wall, and I want it to go straight in there to a storage system, or rather maybe some kind of tunnel. It's going to wrap around. It's not going to touch this tunnel. That's a cave. It's going to be an actual tunnel. And hopefully some other structure sitting right here like this. So I'm going to have one structure there with a tunnel gateway down there, and one structure here with a tunnel gateway possibly right there, but I'm not really thinking I want a structure there. Along with that, I also had another idea, is that off of this structure, I want to have some kind of pillars coming out of here, from which there's going to be another building hanging off the edge of the cliff. And I want this main area, inside this massive hill, to be the actual storage system. This is an awkward entrance to the storage system, and possibly up to here again. Kind of just like a weird ladder house thing. It's also going to go down to the labyrinths, and maybe even connect to this. I know I said it wouldn't connect to this, but maybe it will at some point. Perhaps this doesn't connect to this, but rather just goes straight down directly to the labyrinth area that I started building on that side. We'll see. I just think it would be cool to have some kind of tower here, and some kind of tower here, and then a little structure there with some kind of big balcony thing that I could go and fly in, walk in, crawl in, swim in, question mark, and deal with my storage system from there. So I'm going to plan out the scaffolding a little bit, and maybe put up some walls, do some building, and I'll be right back. Well, I must say, I like this. I'm liking this quite a lot. I've got two large tower-ish type shapes, and this one area right here. And I think they're going to look awesome. Right here, I want to put a slanted over roof, just like that one. And I think on this one I'm going to put a slanted... You know, actually, I think I'm going to put the slanted roof on all of them. I think that's a good plan, actually. Because if I put the slanted roof on all of them, if I stick with the normal Druxe-like style, I'm either going to have a roof like this, or I'm going to have a roof like that. And either way, it's going to be way too tall, and it's going to obstruct the view of everything else. So what I think I really need to do is put the slanted roof, the shallow roof on it. I keep calling it a slanted roof. All roofs are slanted, unless they're flat. Anyway, sloped roof, or shallow sloped roof, I think I'm going to do on all of them. Except for maybe that one. I'm a little iffy on that one. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. I'll try it both ways and see which one I like more. As far as that goes, I really like these two towers. Let me fly up in the air. I've been killing lots of creepers, collecting lots of rockets. Still have not made a mob farm. Really need to do that at some point. No, fly, fly. There we go. And if I just... Where am I? Went the wrong way. If I just load the terrain back in, you can see it all right here, and I think it actually looks pretty nice. It could be two little towers right here, and there we go. Oh, wait, no. Ow. That didn't work. Okay, well, I'm bad at elytras, but that doesn't matter. I am much better at building. At least I think so. I hope so. Anyway, I'm gonna get to building. And I'll be right back when I am done with a little more of this. So I'm back for a little bit of an update, and I ran into a couple of snags on the way. This turned out to be a lot more convoluted than I thought it would be, and it's just because of the way I designed it and the placement of it that makes it so complicated. So you come in from this balcony, and there's a little staircase down to make the roof higher, so I'm not hitting my head everywhere, because right here I'm hitting my head and I don't like it. And I have this room over here where I built an outcrop on the back of this tower, so that I'd have room for a doorway into the tower. And there's another floor below this. I don't know what I'm going to do down there, but I'll do something. I think I'm, actually, now that I'm saying that, I'm going to connect this downward piece here into the labyrinth. And then the labyrinth is going to be my access point to this tower. The other access point I'm going to have is right down there at that tower, and on the other side right there you can see a little opening right there. I'm going to have another access point there, and it's going to come around here, probably reaching through the labyrinth and into right here where there's going to be a staircase going down that way, and I'm going to reach into that other tower. So this ended up being a really convoluted thing just because of the way it was when I built it, but hopefully I have worked out all the snags and it will become a functional piece of property in just a few quick progress updates. So I'm gonna get back to doing that, and hopefully that's done soon. I'll be right back. So, I have a massive progress update. I've been working non-stop on this particular build, and this is what I have to show for it. It's 2 towers in an odd balcony shape. Inside here, I left entirely blank. It's basically just a blank slate because I really don't know what I want to do with this building yet. I was actually thinking possibly this could be some kind of town hall-like building, because that's one thing that this area of Druxe does not have, is some kind of town hall, or any kind of town meeting place at all, really, unless they want to meet, like, you know, in the center of town right here, but that's just weird, because there's no structure. So I think over here, this could actually probably make a pretty good town hall. In the end, I actually did not end up connecting it to the other tower over there because this was just so convoluted and it kept getting intertwined with this cavern and the cavern below this one and this cavern and that horse stable over there and its basement, and it just, there's so many underground things here. I couldn't make the tunnel work. So this has to be a building on its own, and I think possibly that could be a good idea. So maybe within the next progress update or two on this video, I will have that finished. As for these 2 buildings right here, I have made an entrance through this cave. You can come up into the first tower, which looks a little like this. Pretty simple, just some random stuff. I've got a big map room that I built right here, which I think is pretty cool. You've got Druxe right here. This green dot right here is where we are, and this is all of the surrounding area. Up there, that's the necrotic tower over there. Looks kind of out of place because you can see the definitive border I built around it. So it looks kind of weird right now, but eventually what I want to see on this map is towns and ooh, that was not intentional. Is towns and cities speckled around on the map everywhere, and paths leading in between them. So you can see the paths leading across right here. I want to see on this map paths leading across here from from Druxe, branching out to different towns and cities, and over to the necrotic area and such. And possibly, as the world expands, this map will get bigger, or I'll build a bigger map room in some bigger town. Then I have the storage room right here, which is incomplete and is not full all the way. I'm going to need to expand it way farther back into the mountain to fit all my stuff. It has been a toilsome journey trying to move all of this material over there. Really, I should have just had it organized from the start, but I didn't, which was dumb, and now I'm paying the price. So, yeah, I'm also going to be doing that in between progress updates as well. It's a slow-going process. I must say, though, it is really nice to get back into the workflow and just kind of build and play in Minecraft again. I haven't done that in at least a month and a half, so I'm pretty happy to be doing that again. I built this little entrance right here off the side. You saw there's another entrance in the back to this area. But there's this entrance that I really like this entrance. It comes over here, it kind of comes into a cave, and then there's just this. This used to be the staircase. If I dug through, you can still see the staircase going down there. But right now, I just made it into an entrance because I said it was way too convoluted. And that's about it. This is just a little balcony I have where I can fly out or fly in, although it's a bit difficult to fly in. And that's it. That's everything. So I think the next project I want to start working on is the labyrinth. So, in between the next progress update, I'm going to get my materials ready and started on the labyrinth, probably finish the chests, and probably finish the interior here. And I'll be right back to show you all that in just a moment. So I'm back and happy to show you all a nice new progress update. First things first, I put my dragon head over here and some flowers, decorate everything up, make it a little more colorful. Second thing, I finished expanding out this chest room. What would I call it? Storage hall? I think storage hall is pretty good. So I finished expanding out this storage hall and filling up all the chests with all the stuff. Nice and organized. I've got all my blue stuff, all my valuables, wood. And I've got a lot of netherrack. A lot more than I thought I did. I've got this whole row, I've got this whole row, I've got down into this row. So I've got a lot of netherrack, but that's besides the point. I have finished filling up all these chests and organizing them, and no longer will I have chests lying all around the world, scattered about, messily, and that's a creeper, and I have no arrows, and look at this, I have no arrows, so what can I do? Run over here to this chest, grab an arrow, and there we go. Before, it would take me hours to find that arrow. Well, maybe not hours, but the point is made. It would take a long time to find that arrow, because I would have had it halfway across the world from here, and now it's all safely up in there. So I'm happy about that. Then I've got the town offices, which I built over here. I've got a nice little desk area, a chair, a little chair here for a waiting room, I guess. You can come up here, you've got the archives room, kind of, with lots of books and I'd assume papers and stuff for archiving town happenings and such, and things that happen in the town generally. So I'm happy about that room as well. And on top of all of that, I've begun work on the labyrinth, which I can now ride a boat down properly without breaking it in a wall and then suffocating. Ooh, whoa, lag. That was interesting. I was not prepared for that. But I can now ride this boat all the way down the labyrinth to the bottom and end up right here. And this is what I kind of want it to look like. I've got a broken up bottom platform with water poking through, and then I've got this upper platform here, which I think is pretty interesting. Kind of broken up at the edges, but more solid around here. It's got some stone leaking in. It's got this weird higgledy-piggledy support thing. And what I want to do is build these, decorate them all up, detail them like crazy, put, crafting tables, chests, mining equipment, all that stuff everywhere. And I want these kind of platforms to come all the way around this little water area that I've built. So I have this water coming around here, and it comes all the way across. And I want it to basically engulf here, here, there, and all the way around over to this waterfall. And that way, when you come down here, it'll be a big crazy mess of higgledy-piggledy fun, and it'll hopefully look really cool. Basically just an abandoned mine shaft that became flooded. So I'm going to get back to work on that, and I will see you all when I'm done. So as we come down here, you can see my little progress update. I have a lot of little intertwining caverns and such, and intend to make it much more complex in the future as we build. But for now, I will show you what I have. So there's this one area over here, as you saw, that comes off of the main pool and into this pit. I'm going to call it a pit. And there's one top section here and another right here, which, as you saw, slides around to the other side, back into the main pool. You've already seen up there, and I have not shown up here. Up here is, I think, my favorite, actually. You come up from the little dock down there, through this hole in the floor. You can come up to the second floor over here, or this one, you don't actually have to use a ladder. There's a higgledy-piggledy staircase leading into a hole that jumps back into the waterfall. So it's a way to get back up the waterfall, which I think is a really cool concept, and I really like this room. This little section of it, I like. And that's about all of the work that I've done on this area since I last updated. Unfortunately, though, due to severe lack of time and definite lack of ideas, I am going to have to stop the episode, for fear that it may run far too long if I try to build this whole thing in one big go. I will be coming back to it in the next few episodes, though, so I look forward to building the rest of it with you. As for now, I think this and what we've done today is all I have left for this episode. So with time out and plans running few and far between, that brings me to the end of this episode. I would like to apologize before I leave that the episodes have been so far apart, but sometimes life is a little crazy, and at the moment mine is sort of picking up a crazy sort of pace, and I have been unable to get out videos at a normal rate. Hopefully, in the very near future, that will change, and I'll be able to get out videos at a normal pace again. I changed up the schedule a little bit so that I will hopefully be able to get them out on a more normalized pace rather than the sporadic one that I've been working at right now. And so, with that being said, and the apology being made, I think it's time to finally end the episode. So I'd like to thank you all so very much for making it to the very end of this episode in the U.T.F series. I had a ton of fun making it, so I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. And remember, if you did like the video, to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more of my future content when it comes out. The channel and I would greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, keep swimming with the squids, and I will see you then.